No comment.
School at Darabao, secondary school, I'm to me, I'm to win no one go.
And there. And no dear
school part of it, Mikoya, Cabe Den, I'm no ever saying go.
And no dear,
because I won't know why you would do. And I'm meant to be new to come. I just say, I best my dream. I do those when you're free. Say, my school, yeah, make come immediately. It's a neighbor, yes, I'm in the Trump for dinner. Coffee, the question free book of me. Now, my point at say, I have arrived.
Okay. Kofi Kenata, two for a bony D. On the videos. I say there, my Janium tea, Monsieur Speech. What do I need? Oh, this speech. I don't want to remember that we gentlemen here. Oh, for the veil. Oh, cool. Hey. Anyway, and I don't call miracles. So say, Onkaya Hubim, and none of pain command I burning at you say, Onkaya, how would you remember a Kedonko?
It's a very solemn, I'm sorry, my chairman, who you're say, I really coming across. You see, the courage,
yeah,
and then the confidence, and or the year, you know. Yeah, DBS and Shadan can want some baby, yeah, and I reach baby. Because on my way, in particular, Adia Bakwa, ye pan say, ya kusku na ta bully or more manku school. And ya no over the years are to the point I just say, Ishimu baby, then nipa munumi and sawa, Obama kusku nkwane kasa. Ya manaba beka. Inti omo manku school no krano, or the two streams say a cratch for no. Ye free busia meeting krani kwa a cratch for no training. Na ya keti chide. Say nkonya short ya. Omo manku school ne fa nkonya ba. Say when you see no, say when you see no, say unku school na ba ko fa nkonya. Sana problem na e won nti ye meeting no kra no wo nkonya na wo society nti wo kra ye kasa wo nyeden nkebi.
You are all just a pow.
I na akrache for no so o twa won tro kra we busua meeting kra ono e krache. Ono fin kran ya ba.
Yeah.
Say de o kan nyansa wom. Say nyansa nim. O kan no wakoti. We try and talk akra film. Nti we've done this a part of our value systems.
Yeah.
To the point that we have very few people like Ekradonko who can confidently step up and say, listen, I understand say manku school ni bi. I understand say dia mo church room into mean kind. But sebe dia mo yeni nyina na ehie nyansa.
Yeah.
We may have seen some of the things now nyama ni bi anoke can say comic.
Yeah.
You know, but it goes beyond that. What I would say in some be or simplify in some be and say we are sincere with yourself. I bet today na you say hey dear mama care but say na me cry ma crash in and you home my dream call because they are very basic things ana oka ho asem me gidi say to me e bona baso for that confidence. And the rate at which cry or call about the venture no when you say do baby na or offices on crashing.
Oh yeah,
me constituency village we for Okebu.
Yeah.
In fact, the Kwadonko had more offices than PNC, CPP, and other political parties. No?
Yeah.
She did. No, she actually did. In fact, the Kwadonko, 2016-2020 elections, she had more offices than all the other political parties except MPP and NDC.
Yeah.
All over the place. And the offices were in the remotest of places you can think of in this country.
Kebu. Okay.
Very nice edifice.
We'll see you.
I will see you in the office. Oh, and AR was say when the first time about ballot paper no so ankasa.
That be second time. 2016 would be fourth.
This time go be to me obedi tedo.
Obecha
go be to bia. This time now when the be to paper. No ballot paper 13 as well. In fact, see I go ni paper no so be to 23rd.
Now,
no, I'm more than one bit to channel there while Kwame the entry. Say, Nipa 13, no. What you say? Bawumia the first. Now, Mahama bet was what? One pound out here. Almost 11 was 12 and I could be 23rd. Why you were back home? Now, be any structures and say no.
No, but
there'll be any structures and say no. Or be any structures.
I want to ask Denny say the comment that came from the former president. Some people should have been, some parties should have been there. Na omuni hono. I'm say okay don't call the bufu kakra.
And she was right.
So, and then I'm person be so say looking at the structures our ne choir is so go school so
disrespect to her for you to even think that, because the only reason here workers are here because sebi only say one go school.
Yeah.
And that's why you think that some people should have been there. But who said say governance, only about if any say black and white. And I may say me uncle school. That's a me to me afa obi ama na kenkan ama me. No wa cheche me mu. Na me tie dia waka na mama direction. In fact, we can have such a situation.
Yeah.
Ukraine. Comedian.
Yeah.
And last one fan. And see, in the midst of one of the most difficult times they can find, they have a comedian as their president. And the guy has done extremely well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zelensky, not a comedian. Do rough, sabi Jimmy. The sound commode. On a president. And he's doing very well.
Yeah.
Managing the country in one of the most difficult times. And yes, Zelensky and Russia level Ukraine that.
Oh, President Trump can say was it Zelensky is the greatest salesman ever.
Yeah. And see what the guy has done.
America, he goes with $60 billion.
And see what the guy has done. Obey the president on share you to that.
There be.
See,
a developing the fashion.
And our building the people around him. And for me, that is the example. That's for me, that's the legacy. Me say say wama those who have no opportunity and go school through no fault of theirs.
Yeah.
Your confidence say, let's say we can step up and also speak up.
Yeah.
And be heard.
Yeah.
And that for me is one of the things I will remember. Me de kind of power for the Niama or yeah. After all, wababa super so nipa 13 na contest elections or mind him as president. Because you won't send a why between us how good.
You know?
Yeah, why you mudu do send a benjas how good and say yeah step forward. Now even senior answer now between me qualify my nomination form no. Bernard Moda claim to be unqualified.
Eddie Hall.
Na Bernard Moda, what I know they say Bernard Moda went to be unqualified.
Oh, yeah, demonstration.
What do you say? Demonstration general. When to be unqualified, for a don't to be able to rally signatures across the country. Each of the 275 constituencies. And then I make about the structures. Each of the 275 constituencies, you must have signatures. I don't know one school no. With me, I'm marshalling signatures across the country. Wouldn't part of the president or to be unfairly forms here,
yeah.
As I be 13.
Even MPs.
MPs can disqualify me.
Yeah.
To be qualified, almost to be fairly lawyers or more candidates to be fairly form. So, it's sad, but Nyankopon nim nesheshe. And then the die son in the plans are war emenipa. Washisha to say day she will not be here. The BA no ebe to me asasano. The BA ni wa ebe to me asasano. And on the enti so a or then the fast are kwan na or then the fire so. Nti Nyankopon fa ne krensie. Na megidi say Ekwadonko echi no e benya a lot more Ekwadonko to come after her. Ebia others will come and even be much more stronger than her. Me, I'm not a believer say one ko school a yentumi ntie wadwen ana yentumi ntie wadwen che men ka omo sa gidi megidi say nyansa is all about language.
Yeah.
It's not about, you see, Ghana high school in some English, you know.
But for no,
what to be kind of the fan say, oh, I'm about,
yeah.
What to be kind of the fan say, school.
Yeah.
And see, send the panim nyansa, so nim nyansa, once to me car rest.
Yeah.
My uncle for refuse or America or Cabra for to me, because on kind to me kind book. You know that, you know,
yeah.
Or America,
yeah.
There were a lot of illiterates. In the United States, but okay, rest.
Yeah.
Money book we on to me count the I say Ghana how the tree book ama be all country. But yeah, as you may say, o kabro from Kwandia. That's all the So I just say, and I think that if you're able to interpret this manifesto to be a country, not siasia. Obetumi ama onyansa bi kra wona wo ye doctor den
I also say enable for no crown your categories so that's how concrete now no be go be a din komo ana so kwa event bo nkra obetumi visa sa na ote and I'm so metikumaz sa ehwa na ote I'm so hwa na mti unkota untrankra unkwa brochi dem zebe ehwa na mti because bro for no yeah nikumazi bro now miracle Enra and I said Nasanine and Afro barometer bias people going to vote in the next election, they will focus on integrity and honesty of the candidate. And I say, Afro barometer bias people going to vote in the next election, they will focus on integrity and honesty of the candidate. And I say, people going to vote in the next election, they will focus on integrity and honesty of the candidate. I'm saying that for me about 88% people think that say integrity and honesty are those values people will consider about the candidate. You have been with Dr. Bawumia for a long time. What would you say about his integrity and honesty?
Senior, that's it. Say any politics pa na say bia politics no say na esi akwakoye no say one say nuadin a udin tumi nkonkoye da anka mebisa obi etie say obi nka de baako obetumi akafa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the credibility and integrity of your vice president. We don't find say nka na unim no. At least why vice president 8 years.
Yeah.
See, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is a fine line between a technocrat and a politician.
Okay.
Me started to mobilize my MPP now SS2. Na me vote. Penifo no. My yam me, atichire me, edware me politics. It me a pure politician. MPP no. Me di chira service I started from time SSan konya. In fact, I konya pekra started from time we see for money abeja honorable ni upgrade ye. Ni ko beje koto de breme. Ni upgrade ye be se ni enko. Ni upgrade ye wa bade ahyehyem konya. Ye di chire ya fani mu nyina my police station youth organizer, police station chairman, constituency deputy youth organizer, constituency youth organizer, municipal chief executive, my campaign manager for my constituency 3 elections. She say my year di nyina ebi. It's me ushiamia to make us say pure politician. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was not a politician.
Okay.
Pure technical manner or my eduma as a public servant.
Okay.
And some 16 years ago, Nana Danko Kufado Kofadi Yeden, a share politics. Oshe Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, now Oshe Nana Danko Kufado. Clearly you can see say in terms of politics, Kufado no. Why activism ne advocacy na brabo nyina osua or page boy Emma JB Dankwa politics na wate ye meeting so that's all he knows, that's who he is.
Yeah.
But Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is a completely different breed of politician that who be in recent history.
Okay.
Who be obi ene we betumi de na toto no waka say na nipa we tie na enunti otise Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enunti. In the free time, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be joining in politics in 2008. You'd realize that wasisa in politics in a quiet fast way and my way. On my issues about the discussions and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia tina ofre politician be radios wa obeka about issues.
Yeah.
1992 abepim 2000. Ye kwato aba when the campaign AAB. Rally sem kwa ne eno nkwana ewoma the 1 month ni akanipe ni abego bi na flag bearer abe wavy ewo 1 center bi ewo constituency nim na oko. That was the kind of politics here. Now election day no ebedu 3 days to election na ndc for fiefiem je matches je kerosene na toma broni no sa ye ba ye say je matches je kerosene na toma broni no oh that's all no we no oh je kerosene matches e to be refi asemu je kerosene je matches na toma broni no e je sa na yakoto you to about police station back ndc betime nya be 900 MPP 1 1992-96.
It wasn't about issues.
Why the NECA issues? Why the NECA issues? It was 2008. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia says, oh yes, and lectures, ne, anyway, say, listen, we are teaching in us a walk to Aba, a dinner in here on a woodina so at Waba. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, before your banner, now manifesto, not a year that or my way more. Now, what to say, ye campaign, ye political discussion, ye manifesto, and I hear manifesto. One crying a Kai 2096 manifesto. But we're doing it.
Yeah.
But he's the one that brought on no simplify conversation. So he started this whole thing of okay. Also by building the industrial base of the country.
Okay.
We see factories. Factories, you know, I say to be cover country, you know, to be attending the raw materials in the district, you know, around. And see one district, one factory, one D, one F. He did that say the mason, the mate, the carpenter on top of mind. My how say dream say idea baby
yeah.
one village, one dam.
Simplifying.
But all he wanted to say by one village, one dam is that we'll give you irrigation systems in smaller communities, smaller sizes, so you can use to irrigate your agri produce. So I just say.
And yet the same thing, the same policy that former President Mahama is talking about.
Yeah, no. They say one village, one dam. Dam over BC village. Now farmers be 1,000, 2,000 they are full because drought beba. The same as memamo nkukubu ne nkukon ketenkete na maye no mato omotoa na se nkukon ntubi no mato na auto hia na sa edwara hye. Enyepe. What he did was to try to break down these policies. One ambulance, one constituency near Denina. And since then, Ghana politics has never been the same.
Yeah.
And we are politicians now when you're on top of the issues. Radio so.
Yeah.
You will look very silly.
Yeah.
So I just say.
In fact, there are people we invite them, they don't want to come.
Yes, we go on issues. On your survey with the issues. Yeah. And it's all because of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kind of Ghana is Obiaka economy. Obiaka economics. How many people even understood economics? Because you go kind of budget we are not. So I just say, but then we're breaking it down. Fast forward,
yeah.
Or yet one of the most, unarguably, the most hardworking vice president in the history of this country. No doubt about that.
Why would you say that?
Because only vice president say, in spite of the constitutional provisions, any limitations, I was vice president. Or did he say, maybe why to me coordinate or 33 policies to his name. 33 policies, 33 specific projects to Ononidi.
Our campaign edition and sa and answer on one at Sans do who said, I do a bit me a boy in team, the proposal cry come out.
That's exactly what he did. Napku.
Yeah.
Napku. On one D1F. On one village, one dam. On one constituency, one
agenda.
On penny cracker. Drip. On or you thinker. It's you or dream at the end bar, no common permission with the car, or so on penny okay, one or the adrenaline about the implement it. Intina, Okon office as vice president or secretariats be bria, almost different. A lot of these projects, you don't sit at the office of the vice president. And it's simply because any baby. John Jinapo is on video. Say, or Mampeni, and I can give you the video, no more bomb me. Or say, you be say, former President Mahama as vice president in the Juma Party saying, also, Mampeni Mills concentrating on the big issues, economy near there, but former President Mahama there or handle social issues, outdooring, naming ceremonies, if anything, speech and prize giving days. Funerals. No, he said it. So I just say, actually, Sanokai.
Okay.
I mean, actually,
that was his understanding.
No, he was the special assistant and the spokesperson to the vice president. So it's not his understanding. That was the role they were playing.
Okay.
Because I don't know, he is spokesperson to the vice president.
Okay.
What I say? To date, former President Mahama as vice president, he cannot mention one thing or no to his name as vice president. And on top of it all, what can I say? Former President Mahama, your vice president, no?
Yeah.
Omampeni Dada Mills institute investigation etiano on some airplane issues.
Yeah. Brazil issue.
Exactly. What's that? Say Obia and the corruption actually and I share Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Even one example.
I've not read anything.
There is none. One in Punio. One in Punio. He doesn't have even one corruption issues. Another time Mahmoud Bawumia, MPP Mbakra Mahmoud Media Defeno. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah,
good to see you. Oh, Mauska, Oniska.
Good to see you. Bo.
Oh, good to see you. Good to see you.
Hey, Kwame, good to see you. Bo.
Kwame, good to see you. Hi.
Kwame,
good to see you. How are you? Good to see you. So I just say, on your extravagant. Meaning so one extravagance when one and now flamboyant be or ten who be Debbie. Into no fuck Katashi send prayer here. On first can hear. Need the answer say do pepper and say china or babe lunch. A friend is saying go right up. Now one lunch music streaming app Ama creative art. Ne orje fans.
Okay. Okay.
But say sika and citizen happy. So you so fantastic. But say bia ketashi say proye obeye connection on ye bida.
And citizen upon so one of his legacies.
Yes. Oh no. It's done from his office.
Okay.
So I just say on ye bida. And see, in terms of credibility, no, you were in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and an incorruptible vice president.
Yeah.
Vice president on ye kromfo and ye on ye ketashisene proye. Vice president obu adebu nipa. Okay? Debi amwasimbi na Ayeka. Minim so who say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia oshiawa ochia unse mo grepe ohwe
him. Sometimes he will hug him.
Obia ohwe nipa bia oshia na otumi so onsem say ochia ohwe straight in the eye. He is an honest man.
Okay.
When a psychologist kasa, on my catcher will say people hide a lot behind their eyes.
So call for US embassy. They will advise you say, I cannot interview.
Yes. Because unconsciously we try and throw and they say, oh, be hide here. You can't look people in the eye.
Yeah.
Unconsciously, they're not your own control.
Yeah.
But say we are insincere. You can't look the person in the eye. But Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, he will grip you and look you in the eye. He's a good man. Owa hubrasie sanso ahofa shunku bima oman Ghana. Oda ni dia ne se ekwan be ne ebe fa so ebe ma oman no apeja kodum pempesu bi eni amaya aka ebe ko apre agine ma oba oman nim. So it's in terms of credibility power and integrity power there. Ebe say any of the 13 candidates and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or not we sebe on pema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia onboronsa. But you tell you, man, say onumunsa onu as a Muslim no onumunsa.
Okay.
But I am not saying say insa no ya de boni.
Okay.
But insa bro ya de boni.
In your own definition.
No, insa bro ya de boni. Insa num. Hey, say you have on my own. Na kwa yuwa ensanum enya de boni.
Okay.
Yeah, we nyina
which my chaka
which me transfer. I mean you're on the same page. Nemum ensa brody. Minjini so bia obi so de na dwuma. Ebe so bia obro nsa.
Yeah.
Ensim. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ombro nsa.
Yeah.
The good news to Kramponi say because of a Muslim intino onomun sanso kranye den enka. Enti credibility ni integrity party we have almost a perfect one in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Neni no edawo, neni ewo fem, na dream edagana ho. And I think say between the two gentlemen no mu leading the party, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia with him cry as in the former president.
Now, what it all can say or dream of mine, and then maybe bro ebi omana tuanamon enye ekwe nimniaba. And then we have the vice president who talks about bold solutions. And he talks about it is possible. And then pa ne wodi more. Who say ade bia nipa wodi awahode ni wonyansa ebe taichiri bia no ebetuma
remember quick example we practicalize it we demonstrate it okay. On my way we do baby now nim ade ba ko na ku ye manfo eye owo aka owo on my way oh we used to count the number of people who have died out of snake bite on my way ade mienu ane haye eye emma awo ka o mahemachi I say ebi o mko hospital ye kwan ni nyenti o mutumi do hospital ye de o meko clinic na moja tu o meko mo na enya moja ensi o mo so e wo my way mu de to so miensa e wo my way mu e ye se yare abo na wo se kura bi ase na ese se ye do hospital na e ye emergency na ye pay dro bi at least stabilize one se de wa baji na ye ntumi enya edro no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia who would have thought say enei obi se kura se wo se hwe oso baby na so pay a draw in the next 10 minutes yeah the drone ebe fe wiem na dey atam a drone no na dey akoto hospital na clinic na nipa na da no epo no pay na dey ahwe nipa no who would have thought America crowd no mu ni bi UK last year na UK for say afi do ma be try bi who would have thought in any case that technology we no why mpo na betumi esusu say Ghana na betumi be first
ama US
vice president abe acknowledge who would have thought but that is the mind of a man who thinks possibility nipa or dream say ade bie no out wadwen so a wontumi ye hey Ghana card how many years in normal way yanka say be Ghana card ya tena one ko back and forth near edu baby cry print cards ni bi now it say staff ID
Professor Dumo
library card
do you remember Professor Dumo? Professor Dumo.
The name rings a bell.
Professor Dumo was the first executive director for Ghana Card.
Whoa.
Okay. President Kufo. So I had this interaction with him, but still a mania card.
And I am trying to cross at time. Can I say staff ID? And I find here the said me and we have one of the most comprehensive databases in the world. In Africa, in the world, to the extent that even first world countries say US here there, database on one and to say no.
Okay.
Card no be also. In fact, future technologies are making room for it on the card. And a Ghana card is one of the few cards that will be there international travel. What the card and a two machine so airport wa. It is any passport and atoso. Now they took about Ukrum. And yes, or kakeke. What demonstrate your chair and say, or a man of possibility, and is a man that can think wild, or to be drain your behind you. Mobile money interoperability. And now to be send this cafe empty and echo we friend say Vodafone. Only number of years your mama tries obey. Edu baby no. Oko committees ka almost about say 1.5 billion. $1.2 billion. $1.2 billion.
The man for.
So other man contract, September BBB.
No more spinters one.
Yes. Say other baby a friend is saying mobile money interoperability. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia had 4.5 million. In the day mobile money interoperability am I. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia catch and say by 2019 every Ghanaian will have a bank account. We thought it was a joke. Today, Obio mobile money technically you have a bank account. Oh yes. The mobile because of the interoperability phone now wallet is like a bank account. You know you can push money from here to your bank account and push money from your bank account to your mobile money. And then when you say EcoBank or the USSD, any other banks, so the USSD they create a bank account. Your Ghana card is your and then you register a SIM card, and then your mobile money wallet, and now the your bank account details, and now the your friend is saying business registration, and then your tax identification number, and now the your pensions. That is a man that thinks possibilities. Nipa to be a drink. I say, "Adie bia say." Now, who would have thought say between us in such a short time? But we've done it. And so Okase, you hear bold solutions. And he's right. Senior, unim. Adie bakunti amagana yako in cycles. And say, "Your problem and kasankasa ye was on mine. O mampeni bi no about person in sakamu."
Okay.
Because over 4 years, we are wondering say, "Oh, be fixing problems and kasankasa time beso no." You maybe say then now in here. Into who needs some brand now be wasted. Into bar first look in there no.
The facade issue.
Yeah. Because you see, he spoke about the fundamentals of our economy being weak. And he means it. Even to date, he's right. In fact, and he has even been proven right. So when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will always expose that. Like it happened to us in 2022. It was because the fundamentals were weak. And Nunti and Obayo say, you know what? Yem building the industrial base of this country once and for all. Because you see, one building industrial base now, or currency the best don't go. But when you attempt to build the fundamentals of the economy, you need 10 to 15 years. As a way so. Now only you to 4 years. But you be my I've now 15 years. It's 4 years so be say then now then I'll be Nti amampeni bia bom person den sabeka. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say, Mr. President, concentrate on the things you have to do as president. Let me work behind the scenes to fix the fundamentals. And so he started from Ghana Post GPS. He identify ubia fie no ubia baby ubia ate. Ni entumi hu baby ubia wo. We no say okay, identify structures they there. Let's identify the human beings.
Okay.
Nipa no Yehu baby obia wo, ne empo obia yehu ni din ni ti ni kese ni bibia ni height ni edwuma oye school awakọ ebusuafo wo ni bibia wuwia ehe na wote yemfa wo Ghana Post GPS na yede ma no yemfa connect to Ghana hu bibia wote wuwie no say Ghana card no afi yepese yetumi ye be budget because budget ye no revenue and expenditure.
Yeah.
Revenue, you need to know who and who you are collecting from. Expenditure, you need to know who and who you are going to spend on. But we've been developing budgets so many years without even knowing our people. We assume.
Okay.
But with the Ghana card now, you're able to tell specifically the number of people in Ghana who are journalists.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're able to tell the number of people. In fact, so we call Accra now for a transaction, you bet to be who say, "O concre and answer." Because one or two things I'll be all the Ghana card never day.
Police watch here. Gamma be also doing a whole sound.
Oh yes. I saw you say, "Only say you cross the traffic light. Only say you cross the traffic light. That's how you offense. Unya text message.
Unya.
Aye, obia no kasa police no be na ho. Yes, unya na do charge account.
Koda kutia. One tia omo number of days we want tia na ekwani na ekwani mo.
Charges here. And then we are able to do all of these things because these are fundamentals I say we build. Uko your friend is saying UK. The fundamental of their society is based on ID.
Yeah.
Uko USA, that is what it is. And nuna yediye bibia in terms of security, in terms of untumi nyejuma America. Oh yes, so unkra card.
Yeah.
Untumi. So ura club could be disco.
Asem na okay.
This ukra card.
Oh, jawasem.
Why is here? Obeso utrebi. Kra. Oh. Ya beje ukada he say. Ti say, me say me ni me say ekopie o New Yorker. That's a ye 20. I say 12 years.
Yeah.
It why I say e fair card embraza. Some of the ones that Ghana wa gbere we are we penny. All the highs in everywhere.
Me crowd. My phone. Everything is exercise. Me bro 80. Catching a change. I should produce a car.
Yes.
And I'm a jai mandi ufi and my passport. Fortunately for me, Namu me ATM card. Na me ATM card no. Yana Ghana card no. And I'm de a dig. And I'm saying let me try it. And I'm the man. Ochi machine be issues audition. You can enter. Ghana card no.
Yes. Oh, is it? Oka board solutions, he knows what he's talking about. Oka solutions been for a very long time. Yenya kukudro yeno, and no person odeba. Now solutions been obia beya usurono, and no person odeba because enna permanently bit me affects your challenges.
You talked about integrity and honesty. Now, yesterday the former president said the most dangerous people are those who say one thing and do another. Like Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, they lied about building the economy today. We are all suffering because they have destroyed every sector of the economy.
Okay. So that's it. It's true. He's absolutely right. The good news is that this government, as we have it, is an Akufo-Addo presidency. His government, as he had it, as president, was a Mahama president.
Yeah.
Perfect. And so, Niko Yuko, ne Akufo-Addo, Bawumia Mampedi Peng, or vice president. Perfect. Or no? Okay, so no, and then I buy chains on national health insurance, one-time premium.
Sylvester, that was Sylvester Mensah. During his time.
Okay. Okay, say former President Mahama catch on my way and I say, or no, as a Mampeni. He's going to ensure say OD as a Mampeni on fa on my nisike nyina emma meye free senior high school to the point say countries in Africa who attempted it went into a mess.
Yeah.
And that he's not going to implement free senior high school on the whimsical promises of a desperate politician. And then, what is he saying about free senior high school?
It has come to stay.
So, what is he talking about?
Okay.
Is it not the same person that told us on say about to and throw kakra not their film? Now they film. No politician has ever made such a reckless statement. And see, between him and you see, and I keep saying, say, Mahama or campaign Kufuor. The refuse on the Bawumia contest. Mahama has all this while been campaigning against Kufuor. But Kufuor is not on the ballot paper in 2024. And see, anytime Mahama has nothing to say about Bawumia, what he does is that no akofe Kufuor.
But with this statement, he added that Ghana needs a truthful leader, a visionary who delivers on his words.
Or promise medical doctors and nurses better conditions of service. MA Jina so to Abamano in 2012. Or catch a spare driver and to mano promise doctors no see your boy mom better conditions. When the medical doctors requested for better conditions of service in 2016, Oko Botswana. Eko kache Botswana for saying the medical doctors see on beko strike because all momo rise in salary. No, he is not going to be blackmailed with strikes. He has seen so much strikes than any other president has seen, and now he's like a dead goat. He's not afraid of knives.
And so much you.
So I just say me asamo kani na ba kumpo di wa ne kasha na no. The ono ankasaka. And that's what I'm saying, say he's right. Itiene ye kotoba na according to him, ye ntoba ma de oka ade na osia oyo. He has been president. The things he told us before we voted for him as president, which of them did he do for us? Uja nurse for ni teacher for a school tinefie 2013, 14, 15, 16, one form of education. Almost all my year, you man that don't know no more year, 1 year, uti 3 months because also niska. Is that what he promised us? Uja Ghana for here for 100,000 egufie anko school every year of your presidency. Umayeda kania esumu 4 years. You do we and say a force majeure. Is that what he promised us? When the Ghanaian youth were asking for jobs and money, Okachom said, you're not a magician to come and put money in their pockets. When Ashanti region said, say, their roads are bad, fix it for them. What's your money? Money so. Ahai, you had to go to craft for quite so mama ya money beso. And some of my can mudi and a macashanano. It is a Okasa many yardring, and 2 abano based on this. Near her say, oh no, and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wine in a bit to be and 9 ejinaso. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia pudi, Ayesha Crampono. Of all the 13 candidates on the ballot paper, Omubi and Wabeka Bibiacha, Yadio Mampenia Mana 1 year. This is Mahama. Nipa 13 ballot wine, Omumuai, and Wabeka Samache as Mampenia. Yet, and into a dinner so the Jumana man now 1 year, the Akasoki, the Mahama Kanitian Tomawi and Tomawi. We are the only person on the ballot paper who has come to us before to come and tell us about things that you do for us, and you failed to do it. So we vote against you. And we agree. In fact, this election is between Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as a person and former President Mahama as a person. Mahama yes strepe NDC free no one. Mahama he is hiding under the umbrella of the NDC. As an individual, he has no credibility. Only credibility to say.
Oh, that's harsh.
He is called President Ben. And on why to me akasa jatu say I will be bribe me. Then mo car man fan kufi me koto presidential pool. He's only one. Vice President Ben and on one man penny to me institute investigation tiano. Mahama pe. President Ben and what I said journalist business are you corrupt? No business as a human being or as a president.
No, you wanted the classification.
About you, if you are corrupt, you are corrupt. Whether as a human being or Kwame Onomsa. As Kwame Dinkran as
money show.
Na isa na nko body nim. Ana upiefi ada. Isa na onum about ura everybody nim.
Man we business o call there sorry. Also you metro president.
There's onko president no. There's onko mentally so onko sorry no.
Hey.
So I just say but that tells you say nipa nankasa ono ankasa as a person no. Onye sure. What kind of book no?
Yes.
Or say one of the difficult things for him to do as a person is decision making. Taking decisions. On one person is in his book. But
it's difficult. Sometimes when you're taking decisions. Decisions are very
no. As a leader, you shouldn't have one of your weaknesses being decision making. Then we are in trouble.
Okay.
Anything he leaders no. Anything that Kwame Yenyina president no.
Okay.
President Yekoya. The Padukwoni na ye dia. yeshisha or what the strength no does see in idea no akodi enim now to say yeah dey and say you to be use be dey enim.
Okay, you should be firm, you should have bold, you should be able to think on your feet. That's it. Anyway,
so I just here nti no kra pa ne say ye ka say ye hwesa ne ma we nyina fa former president Mahama wo bi say nti ono no ye need that one ni ana.
Okay.
Ye edwuma ya hye onsa pen o. Ye da ma o pen, ye ma o kwan say bra ba ye ni ade went to be anye. Nti ne pa wasen abase ento abama no. Kwame, ye disrespectful to the people of Ghana. Say nipa na oja nesefo etine fie for 4 years a one form no beba say ento abama no. E disrespect.
Now, how would you respond to the fact that I'm focus out to say now the permitting $1 no cram equal 17 is a mark of worse economic policies are Nanado and Bawumia Ediaba. Now former president Mahama is on record to have said that people's lives have been worse than ever.
I mean, Adiaba kwa ye no kre. Ewo my way mu and they say $1 ekoso. And ya dey back no kre. No doubt about that. But you see, be saying who questions be.
Yeah.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has never run away from the fact that $1 koso. Wa acknowledge say one of your biggest challenges say and say your fundamentals in your week. You go so ye build it. And intina you see factories and intina ye all these things to ensure say you build the fundamentals.
And these are not events.
It takes a while.
Yeah.
I'll give you a very quick scenario on the forex situation.
Yeah.
As of January 2022, now dollar it will be 5.5 cities over.
2022.
Yes, January. Between January 2022 and November 2022, dollar moving from 5 cities to 6 cities, equal 17 cities.
Yeah.
And it was simply because of no wrongdoing of the people of Ghana. Okay. Edemuha, Niema wa mube 90%. Yato free Turkey. Turkey in 2022 inflation equaya kopem 80%.
Yeah.
What it means that is that akonyoya okoto free Turkey eba ye in 2021 now turn $100 no. O turn $100 for her and now the $10 ka ho. Nta obe turn $110 ewa ha.
Yeah.
And then you know osan go back to Turkey ya. Akonya no is no longer $100 in Turkey.
$800.
$180.
Yeah, $180.
Oba o $10 in fashion the toes on one Sunday. What the annual the back 180 no. In Ghana, you better akunya na now turn $110, $190. Bibian sisa wa Ghana, but Bibian sisa wa Turkey.
Okay.
US, inflation cope through. It's a 40-year-old high. Who be there in 40 years. UK, they are seeing a 40-year high inflation. Who be there. In fact, over 2022 UK. Within 6 months, no master prime ministers 3 times.
Yeah.
Because they were struggling and going through economic turmoil. Germany, a drew baby no upset a friend saying Ashanti memo akadi hana bogus, German bogus wo. A drew baby no na esam.
Yeah.
And oil chromo ye binto. Uka say UK for be on body sa nurse for near the uka say the entia.
COVID.
Economic crisis.
Yeah.
The COVID. Ghana. Containers are the Kenya mefi China and how they work out to make up because do many dominate cranium. Edu baby in 2022, 2023 no. Now container near found you turn about $1,300 in the near me gubo no. Now got $13,000.
Container.
Yes, container no one. Ente bi ade no kwa koto ne bo onsesan yo. Ba container ne bo kosoro. Ewo ho.
Enya ha.
Ente wo de enya ha. Ente wo ba wo de side bo no be den. E be ka ho. O come say na Russia Ukraine war no. Ade e ko Ghana. Any Ghana, you see, Russia and Kwan control 14% of world crude. And the international embargo at Russia. So it means that there will be some crude shortfalls. What it means then is that prices of crude made a be cost. You cry a crude if you are British Ghana. Into prices no cost pay a be affect ye. A be filling station. A be filling station pay only be the way. I didn't know fan so fan and drag you have to petrol money and quite the back home. So through no fault of ours, Russia Ukraine has an effect on us. Yato ya mo ayedi do na fi Vietnam, Brazil. Vietnam and Brazil. Omo de phosphate ni nitrate omo de fertilizer. Edua mo no do na omo to free Russia. there's an international embargo on Russia. They are not getting the phosphate and the nitrates in the bomb fertilizer. Into rice production also a kofem a bon bede a bekosro ye kotoba e be affect ye. Enti nipa na nkankane or $1,000 e koto nkonya we 10 every turkey ba no. Ene esa ne say turkey for enya 80% inflation inti. Akonya ne ye 180. Inti ne on here $1,000 bi on here $1,800. What then it means is that the demand for dollar no moving from $1,000 for this person to an additional $800. It's time be ani chase dollar. Ni chase dollar. Who chase dollar na ne bo so ye den ekosro. And that is why Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia insists to say whether we like it or not, we should stop going in circles. Yen just here go round in circles. Na yen fix the fundamentals no once and for all. Na yen jai nyoma dodo na ye krefi abroche ba o man ni mu no. That is the only solution to your forex situation no. Enunti and a one district one factory no. Ehun ehia. In recent history apart from Kwame Nkrumah, aban ben and a woman say all the deliberate policies abeto to akwa mu say all the fixing industrial base like we are doing under this government.
Yeah.
NDC aban let me say it obi etie. Omo ton Ghana factories. When your factories say ankran radio. Omo ton Ghana factories in mako 300.
NDC or PNDC?
NDC, forget PNDC.
Okay.
Between 1992 and 2000, omo kwa parliament, eko passe mra. PNDC before 1992, eton factories no almost about 120. Eti omo bedu 1992 no. What they realized was that all the sales no didn't have legal backing.
Okay.
So they needed a legal backing to ratify it. Into omo parliament, eko passe mra the Diversity Implementation Act.
Yeah.
And omo man in a retrospective effect. And omo use Diversity Implementation Act to set up Diversity Implementation Committee. If it was one of the most popular institutions in the 90s. Omo ton Ghana factories say chupa chops. Tesa lewa. Asante mamu akumase ya. A lot of the big infrastructure state-owned factories. Ghana ne assemble cars wa. Me constituency o village friend Mangwase. They assemble Bedford e wo Mangwase. Udu adoswa. Unam kofodi akwan no so a.
Keke for Sukrumo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Railways, major railway lines enam ho. Ne ya glass factory e wo my way mu. Ya car tie e wo my way mu.
Bonsa tie.
Bibi anyone ye bi wo my way mu. E wo corned beef, sardine.
Yeah.
We're doing everything in this country.
All the pencil ne choke. Yeah. Oh, come on.
Ship.
Ambassador record jute factory.
Ship in an build.
Ship.
Black Star Lines.
Okay. Ship with him.
Oh yeah, Black Star Lines. Wait. Tama. Ship in an build. But you see,
ship dealers.
I said now, so factory near, then an dynasty. Ship dealer mo factory no 70 bi na mekano. E wanna ship dealer this the business no be inherit. So I just say, but they sold all these factories. 300. And others say refi. Omo ton buy factories only omo move you to next. Then they came to Ashanti region to collapse Ashanti businessmen. Apia menkamo. Watch mattress mo.
Yeah.
And a lot of the wood factories are
yeah. LLL bombless.
Omo collapse ni nyina. Omo sizi Asante mine businessmen factories nyina. Ye we busuye bi wo krom ha omo asehye esane NDC for ekwa mo de omo nananom fa so ebi mu tu fi your mind we mu ekotena bruchiri ebi mu di ahoya a ewuye because oban ne di omo factories for nsem ene na nado danko ekufa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia e the deliberate policy a oni yankrankra kabo mu a ye build factories se ne be ya ye be reduce niema ye kra no na forex na Mahama eka ho asem no forex na ho de aye den ejina so o complaining 1D1F memi krom ya wo mi nyina me hu factory da this ene anope me no ka say embrant ye yellow shirt e black jeans e boot e ko factory shoe fabric omo kopam shoe
see
am I exporting am I di bia magana hankola omo kopam shoe fabric never in our lives ene ye hu bi because answer na ye be wo ye mu bi no no magugu omo tonton factories na make ka ho ensam dada no. Today in Ashanti region, we have 54 one district, one factories.
54.
54. Out of which 25 of them are completed running. And at 29 are ongoing at various stages of completion. Dako Farms engu.
Yeah.
And then when you say Dako Farm KFC now already no. Dako Farms and Coco and already no.
Really?
Yes.
Dako
Farms has been revived under the 1D 1F program. Buying any Dako Farms akabo man needed supporter and be Dako Farms. Emma renting in Maba juma wom. KFC and Coco mo crefia bruche Emma no. And then Dako Farms are reducing. What it means is that you save Forex. So it could have been worse if Dako Farms wasn't there. 25 companies. And Ashanti region, ebi obako of Efijako Abre South, Bamai, Agricultural, Industrial and Commercial Products Limited. Omo processes charcoal into activated carbon related products. Anok Just Farms Limited, omo manufacturing of pig feed. Omo agona we amwase Seche South. Aspi Pharmaceuticals, omo ejoso. Boris B Farms and Vet Supplies Ghana Limited.
How about people who say, these are existing companies. They were created or founded by individuals, Ghanaians. And when you say that you have created industries why would you say?
I'll give you two answers. Let me give you two answers. Number one.
There's one. Kasapreko.
Maybe you saw my example. And maybe you are not.
Yeah.
The first response to this and they say, Senkayen in an anke war 1992.
Yeah.
And Kayen tons are buying factories no motonton yano. And Kebe DNA ne Kasapreko ne Dako Farms are bi.
Okay.
You be partner and crankre.
Okay.
They are buying human national monsa.
Okay.
No my ye. Send a factory na ye gu na ye dia margin asare ya sorry o jowuro no. Margin asare sorry na ye factory. A factory.
Factory.
Meat factory.
Meat.
And a yedia sorry. Ewojulu. Anka ye nguno. Ye na nka wa be man ke nguno. De unu ye be invite private sector. Ye na kabum. No one maintains our factory. That's what we've done with Kasapreko ne Dako Farms.
You invested in them.
Nasa Kasapreko na Kasapreko Coca-Cola ne wo. Unim, the conversation is simple. Kasapreko. Ye wo incentives ye be to me the amount na sisi an offer nipa do say o be fa nipa be 3,000.
Okay.
You produce be 10 tons. And ne machines ya me di bi ko Nigeria ni ade. Se me nya hoden sonko shemu a metumi aye more na ma fa nipa 1,000 anka. Oh yes ye person ka ye bi na nya more forex bo mining. Na reduce 20 ye bende o se o mo boa me a. Okay. Ene be si bi okumase ye ne mboa. Kumase o mo ye dwuma o kasa pre kumase no. Anse na e be si safa no mo ye dwuma.
Dabi no mo ye.
No more spinters will be.
Dabi.
Kasapreko products na ye produce wo kumase no. Anse na e be si no. Na spinters ye na e produce.
Ye fa free ho.
Exactly. So you see abanya or dream ko echi na ye ka ho asem no. Dako Farms engu.
Yeah, virtually.
Egu ye. Enye say virtually na egu. Ene Dako Farms e produce chicken. E me de ma KFC no. Na wo ho deda.
Okay.
Se pure eba aban ho ka say munim media ha fa nipa 50. Nipa nso tie ye nya advert dodo business de bumi esremo. Ye pese ye bie pure ba ko e wo dance man.
Yeah.
Mo boa ye be bie na etumi fa nipa 50. Government will help you.
Yeah. That's the philosophy.
That is what creating factories is all about. Oko China, they don't engage in big factories. Small. Oko village bia. Omo di omo ya ne so omo ye boats and not.
Yeah.
Obia will be small machine bi. Na say we TikTok abemu say omo tonton. Omo say toilet roll making machine.
Yeah.
Kitwe bi and what TikTok. You say beto $3,000 and produce your own tea roll. Oko China sanity.
Now maybe advertising plane. Taxi plane.
So what you say?
And China ni.
Or the fine.
Oh, my bagana.
And I'm so the coffee ugromo.
How the fire flat crab. The room of plane.
So I say, Oko Kwaswa, premium foods.
Yeah, premium foods. Yeah.
When do you want it? It's the Ashanti region in Kwau. It was 54, 25 complete. Ashanti region in Kwa and a market you. So, Mahama kase forex no. First of all, let's put on record. Omoba Bemuno, Kofoja forex no at 90 pesos to $1. Okay. Let's put that on record.
Yeah.
Kofoja forex no at 90 pesos to $1. No move free ho e dey call for cedis. Mahama, obeyo mampeni no. There was not a single economic indicator of the demand by FM. Ni nyina e cost ro. Of inflation at 8.6, or connected at 15.4. economic growth confirm, all the various sectors growth confirm, gross reserve BBI confirm. So he has not a single record of improving our economic woes. You have serious economic challenges between the year 2020 and 2022, which we are trying to recover. Yeah. For the first time in the history of our Fourth Republic, a government in power has gone through economic challenges and still work to recover. For the first time in the history of this country, say inflation at 54.
Yeah.
And I buy now to me about 20.8. See that. Mr. Mahama, or before 8.4 or 8.6 or 15.4. There was not a single time Mahama to me the inflation seen it has about 1 po. It is all because we be taking decision on abai me no. Why in the midst of economic crisis, inflation about you cannot go for Mahama because he has no record of bringing anything down. We at least have a record, say, between 2017 and 2019, each of the economic indicators were on a positive trajectory. Each of them. We have that record. And we also have a record, say, even in the midst of economic crisis, at a time where world inflation has gone up, cost of living has gone high, IMF director or say the cost of living crisis, it will take another 10 to 15 years as a global cost of living will come down. Even in the midst of that crisis, this government has been able to work to bring down inflation from 54% to 20%. Now, again, in the midst of our crisis, we have kept electricity on for 8 years.
Yeah.
See, adia bakwa nsese ye refi hu da esa issue we. What is Ghana? The number one indicator of economic crisis, a power crisis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anytime be on my way, ebe go through economic challenges, power.
Yeah.
But on my channel, we are facing a crisis that has never been seen. Your crisis will be there in 100 years. The last time we saw financial or how we be was in 1918, so 1920. The Spanish flu.
Yeah.
Over 100 years, I find a year crisis. In the midst of this crisis, we have kept the power on. How we have kept the power on? We've been able to mobilize resources to buy fuel to power the generators that we have borrowed on credit. We have given you water.
Yeah.
We have paid every single public sector worker without saying, why you do 12 months, in this case, you be 3 months. Under his government, at a time when he claimed, he said we didn't have the economic crisis we have now. Under his government, where he said it wasn't an economic mess, he could not even pay workers. Under his government, where he claimed there was no economic mess, when to me and to Aketioma Dr. Foreign for catch almost why you doing food strike or monko. Under this government, doctor any nurse be anyone Aketwa Yambo home prensa. As I make a track doctor any nurse be anyone Yambo Naketwa home and prensa.
Since 2021.
Yes. Yeah. Medical officer. Now audit 5,200 in 2016. And then audit 10,406. First year house officer, not 2,800, and then audit 8,800. Physician assistant, PS, not 2,500, and not 5,010. Registered nurse, not 1,900, and then audit 4,000. How dare you?
How about those who also argue, maybe as at the time I know to OG 2,000, maybe now top mobile phone 200, and a mobile phone echo 800. Indeed. So the curtain echo strokana still the cost of living also cost.
Meaning, mommy, 30 seconds.
Yeah,
I'll prove to you.
Okay, right here on Pure 95.7. Okay, look for your ammunitions and weapons. This is the Pure Morning Drive, and our special guest today is the Director of Communication of Dr. Bawumia campaign team. Okay, Mr. Anna Honorable. He has been the municipal chief executive. That is Miracle Abuachi.
Honorable,
and now let me be some question to say. Now they say corruption. Then I ask myself, if for Ghanaians perceive them to be corrupt, young Ghanaians now say politicians because see, mete Land Cruiser, now me just may talk bodia abroba price no. Different.
50 cities.
Me ko pack Land Cruiser no me yi coat to na me nam for me draw mame. Abraba na price no different.
And yeah, rounds kakra me see you could the joints be for say wa
amasewa.
Yekoya almost say honorable contrast yenko fabram say yeba choba no kotena say na wo ko point ye muade no ma wo ho a wa pick it up.
Enjire ko
say be honorable sa enjire ko gira ho ndimi me point me see you we no senior.
Yes.
So the fact of the matter is say aban we acknowledge say niema boa kosoro. It's the difference between this government and the Mahama's government, and they say acknowledging say there is high cost of living. No, a kwambe ne ebefa so yebesu so Ghana for ase na leso motumi akọ we kakra. My board doctors we natural.
Yeah.
Member teacher for so dey ma quick. Teacher nia na oje salary be 1,351. So in principal superintendent. Principal superintendent as at 2016, not just 1,351 Ghana cedis.
Oh, police there?
No, teacher.
Okay.
So my more assistant superintendent not just 1,351, and then start teaching not just 3,699.
Wow.
1,003 and not just 3,699.
3,000.
Yes, 600. Assistant director not just 1,006 and now just 4,400.
You don't share that.
The actual figure is 1,626 and then just 4,453. Now, sa teacher for we, sa teacher needs principal superintendent.
Yeah.
And no correct. Arguments now we making and they say, what's on a catch you, but near my boy.
Yeah.
Let me prove to you, say, there is nobody, no public sector worker, which me a catcher say, they are now ultimate turn in 2016. No, ultimate turn more than that in 2024. That is not true. And I challenge they say obi or nobody say chijeli bi aka some funny pay celebration am analysis.
They don't share
Principal superintendent teacher so kasa okoto anwa 5 liters in 2016 go beto makomako 30.
Okay.
Makomako 30 based on the salary near the man no. And then anwa boy train. Anwa bo kosro ne boy train pa because in 2016 45 cedis.
Yeah.
And then 97 cedis. Ne boy train. Nti no mo dey campaign me boy.
Okay.
But campaign now omo nya ne say the same principal superintendent, no, even though I got more boa cost up to 97 cedis, no, say ne okasa okoto a obeto makoma go 8 more than he could buy in 2016.
Okay. So he's better off today.
25 liters, no better 6, and then auto 8. Bag of rice, no better 10 bags, and then auto 18 bags. Ball of kinky, then as yana mama kinky with campaign. Say 2 cities. Say 2 cities. There are 2 cities and there are 5 cities. Fair enough. I am passed Kenke no bono. Ewo Accra East Legomoni ade ne 5 city there. Ko be am to still enko 5 here. But East Legomoni ade ne 5. But teacher no.
What you night market?
Ebi me to be am to me say me to nwa mami.
Ah, okay.
Nwa mami ho ne Kenke ho ne original gado kono. Aha. Now Kenke no 2 city ne 5 city. Enti teacher no. No, but you want to say Kenke Makumako 675 balls.
Okay.
And then Oto Kenke Makumako 739 balls. Carton of milk, no better Makumako 8 cartons. And then Oto 10 cartons. Roofing sheet, no better Makumako 2. And then Oto 4 packets of roofing sheets instead of 2. So you see, and you're mope, you are back over the bachelor. Oh, and cocoa farmers.
Yeah.
Some are cutting Chafaka nest for until they enquire informal sector.
Yeah.
I mama near my boy day and a mama near my boy day cocoa farmers in Abeto Obama Dr. Mahmoud Bama MPP by only media. Now mama bag back on 475 Ghana cedis in 2016.
Okay.
What you say? I na cement bo fem na cement here 30 cedi per bag and na cement 90 cedi per bag.
Yeah.
So I just say until the prices of things are going up and so the economy is in a mess. Fair enough. But what he doesn't know, they say, a bag of cocoa na no ma cocoa farmer no 475 cedis no. I buy a ma cocoa farmer no 3,000 cedis per bag. 3,000 cedis per bag. Sisi ampo de move ko 4,700 do say bibisa. That cocoa farmer as at now is able to buy about 33 bags of cement. But he was buying only 15 bags in 2016. Cocoa farmer say fuel prices cost boy.
Yeah, cost.
Omo year campaign say fuel prices cost. Cocoa farmer in 2016. Na sika Mahama the man no. Auto 125 liters of petrol. And then auto 209 liters of petrol. Cocoa farmer now fuel prices cost, he's able to buy more petrol than he could buy in the past. 5 kg bag of rice. Now, 12 bags of 5 kg rice, cocoa farmer no. And then, Nisika no to 22. 22 bags.
I see.
Now, 8 cartons of milk in 2016 from Nisika na Mahama de no. And then, 16 cartons of milk in 2024. Roofing sheet. Now, cocoa farmer person 1 packet of roofing sheet in 2016. It's a kobo besia. Eka Nisika no. It's a kobo besia 50 cedis. Eka Nisika no ones with 1 packet. And then, 1 bag of cocoa no. Utumi the top packet mako 3. Emma osenya half credit. So you see, it is not enough for you to tell the person say packet of roofing sheet cost. The cocoa farmer will vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and vote against Mahama because nanti ewa abaya oba siko de mawono cement bo of him cement bo enye din 30 cedis into 15 bags. Baba ba ko ba no cement bo kosoro ne boy dem pa e 90 cedis ba wo to be 33 bags one ka beto ma ban dey
now
me pa cho ba wo aka ban be na beto one because wo be see 2 bedroom so wo be see 2 bedroom that's a wo here 50 bags of cement now dey see that's a buying ba ko beto ma wo do cocoa bag me no pato so 50 bags dey cement now buy ba ko be here cocoa bags 4 and so to better aban be na beto one.
I don't know your relationship with the chief producer, Mr. Evans Osebons. For the first time, the guy has not opened the door to signal me that it's time.
Because it's something you can do. It's something you can do. It's something you can do.
On Mahakra, maybe some say.
In Seminole.
You know, now, Miracle, let me ask you this. Because 2008, Sankomo we are MP for Mundi Sankomo we Kumasi. Eka nema President Kufo waye say nema bebre social interventions are President Kufo edibai. Yet amanfo etutia President Kufo. You share the number of roads ibiamaye wa. Debi ameka say MPP enye share kra mo biano. Every single household are benefiting from the free senior high school and across the country. Be a benefit. Every single household or community a benefit. Now, what are you telling voters in Ashanti region? Sir, development sometimes also influence our voting pattern. So with all the good things and the voter or couples to decide who should lead the country, especially people living in Ashanti region.
I remember Ashanti the crowd off quickly enough the memfer number. First of all, to on record say a buying with total number of fiscal project away 16,797. 16,000. Any kind of mark. Say acquire no kilometers.
Okay.
From year to year, one road. From year to year, 16,000. And 3,354 in our Ashanti region in Kwa. Remember, say it was 16 regions.
Yeah.
Tikubia Kraka so 1,000 Kraka, 16,000 will be 1,000.
Yeah.
Ashanti region Queen 3,354. And that I think is a very significant conversation to have.
Yeah.
Roads. The total number of roads are by a year across the country 12,000 kilometers of roads. Ashanti region in Kwa 2,079 kilometers of roads. Ashanti region in Kwa. Total kilometers of road at Mahama the entire presidency across the entire country 4,000 kilometers.
So it moved from 4,000 to 12,000.
Yes. And out of the 12,000, Ashanti region in Kwa 2,079 kilometers.
So the number of roads are President Mahama in totality is even equal to
Ashanti.
The Ashanti.
Yes. Across the Ashanti and Kwa. Let's also put on record, say, and these are very, very important facts I say put you on record. Say, when it comes to health, and this you're buying ebedi or my name or man penuku for hand you over hospitals be Emma or Musen common yema santimine. Eurojet projects 6 hospitals. 8 years and this you're buying better than Kunyasono. Omo 1 impo 0. They completed 0 of the 6 projects. 0 of the 6 projects. 0. Oma here 1 impo Emma Santimine. 0. For the record, the entire country, and we are somewhere na the entire country, President Mahama as president, 4 years as president. Apart from Dodowa Hospital, he cannot mention one hospital or not start here or year. Apart from Dodowa Hospital, he cannot mention one hospital or not start here or year. Yeba Bemu in 2017, no. NDC 4 hospitals are hand over my Ashanti region. Say, it includes 6 hospitals that go for starting here no the moment. Say ACS in go for project omuja to. And omudi mienu ka homa ye omudi kumewu ene formina e ka homa ye. Enti sa 8 projects no omudi ma enti omo hand over 8 health projects no omudi ma ye. Sa 8 projects no ye wi mu 6. Yaya Bekwai Hospital ewie. Yaya Konongo Hospital ewie. Yaya Tepa Hospital. Yaya Sewa Regional Hospital. Yaya Formina Hospital. Na yaya Kumewu Hospital. NDC did zero for Ashanti region when it comes to these hospitals. 0.
Why is that Afari Hospital in here?
Because say Afeni Ebabe Afeni Ebabe commission Afari.
Okay.
And we know may they stay inherited.
Okay. The one that you inherited.
But in terms of hospitals, power there. Abain BNY 8 years. Why hospital say Kufado Hospital? Kufado Abain. In fact, I had the Bakonso and Uncle Omon kan wasem kra ne say eyen krofo say agenda 111 penny hospitals are Ekufo Adwaye and I say Kufo hospitals even Ekufo Adwaye. For the record, Ekufo Adwaye ankasa started a complete 47 hospitals.
Ebuwe
Kwame on road
akontomra
figures na okay ending 2022.
Oh yeah, 2022 December mpo.
Okay.
Ebi kwa beka ho. Ebi kwa beka ho.
Watch him.
47 hospitals no. Akontomra. Bogoso. Elibu mpoho nsoayem wasadunkwa soame twede sabronum dobonso manso kwanta mem nkwati akwa ben edukrom achiase juma popo nkatamanso sehwi yoso odumase adanse asokwa poano esi kaswa oseneja kwabra kumi fumesua krofukrom akwasa nanton makayele awoma dodofie makango tempani zuarugu bedeba brefo bampare insu we 47 no and akofo dia o start ya oja ya ndisi fo amba me 9 project projects no ye wie mu 6 9 nyina nie ga east wa regional hospital in Sokwa Tepa Chefo Praso Konongo Sewa Afare which is about to be commissioned and Salaga District Hospital sa hospital si nyina hospital and no enka agenda 111 no and agenda 111 no cry said that is not even part of the agenda 111 again on agenda 111 no government has pursued such an audacious investment in health infrastructure in this country that the MPP government has done. No government. Say Abain etumika say maybe 111 hospitals. Say 114. Ashanti region nkwan was 16. 16 no. Ye we move 5 ye babe pound to man and say answer December cry then aba. 16 out of the 114. Ashanti region nkwan dia ye yang no. Get fund aye 2,000 plus projects. Out of that 2,000 plus projects, no, Ashanti region in Kwandi we about 769.
And right, Dr. Bodu.
So you see,
I was amazed.
So you see, it is very difficult for until me NDC for many omushia me pese e be to be na ento atoa. Me kura list no.
Okay.
Na me kura pictures na me kura videos no. Kan wo de na me kan me de we ento atoa. Membe kan tra sa keke se e na dollar cost nti. Wo solution ye de yen. Say ya ka dollar say match na wo hihye ya. Yeah, they to akwamu to ensure say be stabilize the dollar. What is your solution? Because after all, yes, we your man pay no dollar and cost rule. Over from 90 pesos. And I don't call them at 4 cedis to say. So you don't have a record of bringing a dollar down. Over inflation from 8 cedi. And I don't call 15 cedis. You don't have the record of bringing inflation down. Economy is shrinking here. Say called about 2 or 3 or say 1 point BB. So I just say, yeah, be paid almost about 8. In terms of growth, it's the only record to show say utumi ma de ye. It is a count kasa yen compare fact no yen your record was antiman mu eni mumu de eni de wo de in Ashanti NDC for pa if this week ko me de record aba omo mbebobo me media list ni na ma Evans producer all the list of 2,000 kilometers of roads ni na wo wa bridges in Iowa, Mijamano, onto the boase, NDC for the bar. Yan people for the antoho. Now almost NDC for the and some day, bosso. This issue of Niama Boya Day, it's a fact, say Niama Boya Day. But the difference between Yang and the NDC, they say, Niama Boya Day, Yan 2 and some call women can't check Ghana for say, ye you doing funu. Ye put it in mechanism to ensure say, ye be yen ye may be a man nipa on here. And until ye say, Ube here 6,000 citizens out of back of senior high school. Yeah. But Niama Boya Day, inti say the beya ye bet to me, among we ye wunti, ye bet you aban hon come on. Yenim say woba enya kid no under 18 na wo be hia dialysis ne bo den ne maboa yeden nti yesi ye betua ma wo se ne be ya wo dis gas kan be den e beto ho 5.7 million children in a buy way edisika ahwe omako school 129 billion cedis in a buy we are spending on education alone. Before this government, every year na Ghana you spending 6 billion a year and then you spending 18 billion cedis every year on education. In the midst of crisis, we have kept power on. In the midst of crisis, we are taking care of 5.7 million children. In the midst of crisis, we have built more roads than you did. In the midst of crisis, we have built more schools than you did. In the midst of crisis, we have kept every teacher at work and paid them. In the midst of crisis, we have hired all the 4 years of teachers. In the midst of crisis, we are not paying teachers 3 months for 12 months of work done. In the midst of crisis, we are not telling medical doctors and nurses that they can go to hell. In the midst of crisis, we are ensuring that every social intervention and social protection that we have in this country is still intact. The nursing colleges of education allowances that you cancelled, in the midst of crisis, we have kept it. In the midst of crisis, we have kept the teacher college allowances that you cancelled. And see, there is no way our former President Mahama able to compare a by way. No crane say, Obianka dasa we a penny and we a kendinia unim nyansa na wabenya or how emma or how near manihuna bebresedie empani nipa honda. Nemum the difference between a good leader and a bad leader and say for the bad leader or haneba or samayo dwemfunu media mabru the baby amoye mintiemo. For the good leader in the midst of crisis or say me jitu mu so how near manihuna ba na munya botre me di hyehyɛ to akwemu me ni mu nyina be kabom ye ye ho afrim. Na Nado did it in 2020 during the COVID era, and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will do it from 2025 going into the future with the bold solutions to fix the challenges of this country.
Communication Director for DMB campaign, Mr. Dennis Miracle Abache. We're taking a short break. We'll be back. This is your Pure